Hi everyone, my name is Angie Norris and welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel, Angie's Book Adventures. And tonight I am doing a book review on a book called The Measure by Nikki Erlick. This was a Read with Jenna copy or recommendation. This particular copy has deckled pages. This book came out in, I want to say it was 2022. Yes, 2022. This was all over BookTube and Book Talk, and so I snagged it from a fellow Whatnot seller a few months ago, and it had been on my TBR list, and I just finished it earlier this month, in the month of March. If I had to categorize this genre, I would say that it is dystopian or fantasy. So I'm going to read you the inside of the front dust jacket, and then I'll give you my take on the book as well. 8 ordinary people, 1 extraordinary choice. It seems like any other day. You wake up, pour a cup of coffee, and head out. But today, when you open your front door, waiting for you is a small wooden box. This box holds your fate, the exact number of years you will live. From suburban doorsteps to desert tents, every person on every continent receives the same box. In an instant, the world is thrust into a collective frenzy. Where did these boxes come from? What do they mean? Is there truth to what they promise? As society comes together and pulls apart, everyone faces the same shocking choice. Do they wish to know how long they'll live? And if so, what will they do with their knowledge? The Measure charts the dawn of this new world through an unforgettable cast of characters whose decisions and fates interweave with one another. Best friends whose dreams are forever entwined, pen pals finding refuge in the unknown, a couple who thought they didn't have to rush, a doctor who cannot save himself, and a politician whose box becomes the powder keg that ultimately changes everything. Enchanting and deeply uplifting, The Measure is a sweeping, ambitious, invigorating story about family, friendship, hope, and destiny that encourages us to live life to the fullest. So, let me interpret a little bit of that for you. So the book actually opens each chapter, just to kind of show you. So at the beginning of each chapter is someone's name. And so each chapter is told from the point of view of that character. So there are 8 characters in the book, and it all follows their journey from the day these boxes are delivered. And as the synopsis on the dust jacket tells you, this is worldwide. And so if you are at least 22 years of age, so no children, no one under the age of 22 gets a box. But if you are 22 years of age or older, you receive this wooden box outside of your doorstep, or on your doorstep outside of your door. And what is inside the box is a string. And so there is a quotation on the plaque on the outside of the box, and I can't remember word for word. I'm going to mess it up, and I probably won't find it real quick in the front of the book. But it says something to the effect of, inside you will find the measure of your life. So therefore, the measure. And so for those that choose to open the box, inside is a string. And everyone's string is a different length. And So what happens is people start recording this information, people start putting this into computer programs, and they take out a ruler, they measure the string, and when people start dying, so if you have the shorter string you have, the shorter your life is. The longer string you have, the longer your life is. But they have scientists all over the world who get this very scientific. You can actually log on to the internet after a few months, of course. You can log on to the internet. You can put in the length of your string down to the, quarter of an inch or whatever the metric is. And it will tell you approximately how long you're going to live. And it gets, the computer programs get better as they get more statistical data in. They not only narrow it down to years, they narrow it down to months, etc., etc. So there are characters in the book who open their box and who look at their strings and know how long they're going to live. And there are characters in the book who choose not to open their box and not to know. But as you can imagine, if this was something that really happened in the world, how life-altering and life-changing this information could be. What would you do with that information? How would you do your life differently? So the people who have the shorter strings, they actually coined that nickname, I'm a short stringer. They have support groups that form. There are people that they have special dating sites, apps that open up for short stringers. If you want to meet someone who's going to die as soon as you, or there are apps that open up and people start putting, if they're short stringers or long stringers, that's part of their profile on the app. So it does become an everyday common thing with people once this happens. And if you do not get a box, if you're under the age of 22, when you turn 22 on your 22nd birthday, you will get a box. It will be delivered to you. So even if you missed out on the first round, if the very next day your birthday is your 22nd birthday, you're going to get a box. So anyway, I enjoyed this book. I do like a dystopian book every now and then, so I actually gave this a 4-star rating. And if you haven't read it, I highly recommend that you do. It's very thought-provoking. It makes you stop and think about how it could change your life if you had that information. And it's for sale in my Pango bookstore, and I'll drop the link in the description. Y'all have a great day.